be here too long, so I'm trying to get in a second workout for the day. I'm gonna put on my little sweat vest and get another one in, right? But I just got to get this out the way. And shout out to Tie City, but this is coming from a Tie City stream. I think it was in the description later on. I'm gonna go back and tag the video and put the timestamp for when this conversation happened, because it's the inspiration for this video. But let me make something clear to you. Female nature, in the way that we tend to talk about it in red pill or black manosphere spaces, is not real. Let's say that again. Female nature, the way it's talked about in red pill manosphere men's spaces, is not real. Make believe. Let's go even further. There is a such thing as human nature, meaning that as human beings, we are all capable of doing almost anything depending on the proper set of situations and circumstances. And it is also true that women overall tend to have certain ways of being that are more common in women. But once again, when we talk about like female nature in these spaces, we talk about, they're hypergamous, they monkey branch, you can't trust them, they stuff like that. And that's just completely false. Let me explain something to you. Because oftentimes when we talk about female nature, we leave out the nurture, we leave out the environments, we leave out the circumstances. And so, yes, once again, is it in the realm of possibility that a woman could do all kinds of things? Yes, it is. I'm not saying that it's not. But what I am saying is when guys talk about female nature, the conversation tends to be, women are more than likely going to do this, or they're more than likely going to do that, or they're hypergamous, they monkey branch. Let me explain something to you. We all have the capability and the capacity to do all kinds of things, good and bad. What a lot of this stuff boils down to is your personal ethics, your personal beliefs and values, your experiences, and the circumstances and the environment that you are currently in or have been in the past. So, for example, all of us are capable of taking someone's life. Now, statistically, most of us will never do that. But all of us are capable, given the right situation and circumstances. Like there are young men in certain environments, in certain neighborhoods, that right now think taking life is like a game and having ops is a game. A lot of things had to happen for them to have that mentality. First of all, absentee or very bad examples as parents. You combine that with the culture and what's popular right now in terms of music. You combine that with the large amounts of social media. You combine that with the access to guns. You combine that with the popularity that you can get. Like there are so many different things that facilitate some of these young men adopting the mentality that taking someone's life is like this street game. Or there's also this. There's a young man in a piece of crap town. No resources, no opportunities. And so he's thinking, you know what? I'm going to join the military because I need an opportunity to get out of here. So he's joining the military to see the world, to get out of his town, to get benefits, to be able to get money for college and all these other kinds of things, right? And while he's in the military, war breaks out. Next thing you know, he's in the middle of a war zone with an AK-47 in his hand, right? And he's being shot at. And so this same individual who never thought that he would kill anybody is in the position where that's what he better do. But if he came from a background where he was in a, let's talk more, okay. That's a pro club. I don't know what that means. A pro club. What's a pro club? I'm getting distracted. But anyway, that same young man that's in the military that took someone's life, who never thought that he would take a life, if he came from a different set of parents, different financial situation, lived in a different city, he may have never done that. And see, if we're keeping it real, a lot of this female nature talk is based upon a lot of men have a fear and mistrust of what can happen if they love or trust a woman. A lot of guys cannot wrap their minds around and cannot accept the fact that at any given point in time, the woman can decide that she doesn't want to be with you and she can leave. At any point in time, she can decide that she can break you guys' bond and your understanding and sleep with somebody else. Okay. Alone just during the first place situations. I don't know what that means either. Okay. Let me continue. I'm going to say that again. Guys, at a certain point, you're going to just have to accept the fact that at any point in time, the woman can decide she don't want to be with you no more. At any point in time, the woman can decide, yeah, I'm with him, but I want to sleep with him. At any point in time, that can happen. That's a part of life. It is like, just like at any point in time, you could be in a relationship with a woman and you out and about, a cute woman is giving you some rhythm, and then you sleep with the woman even though you got a girl. That can happen. I think a lot of guys use this female nature thing because they want this philosophy that says that there's something inherently wrong with the woman, because if I adopt this philosophy that there's something inherently wrong or untrustworthy with all women, then that's how I trick myself out of not doing what I naturally want to do, which is be in a relationship with the woman, because I've convinced myself that inherently they're all bad. When once again, anybody is capable of anything depending on the right circumstances and situations. Also, and let's go to the environment piece, because that's the important part. Different people have different vices. Different people have different moral codes and compasses. Different people have different thresholds for things that they will do and things that they won't do, based upon where they live, how they were raised, what they were taught, their current situation in life. And so you can't say, once again, even though we all are capable of anything at any given time, there are certain things that some of us are just not going to do because of who we are and where we're from and what we're taught and what our circumstances are. Like, believe it or not, this is going to mess a lot of you guys' brains up. The woman should be loved with the mind. Okay, some of these dudes be slow, though. These fools. Yeah. This is going to blow some of you guys' mind, but I promise you, this is facts. Believe it or not, there are some women out there. I'm not saying how many because I don't know. But there are women out there who can be married to a solid guy making $85,000 a year, living in a regular middle class neighborhood, and an athlete or an entertainer that's famous and has millions of dollars could slide into her DM and try to get at her. And there are some women who will turn down that guy because she's already happily married. I know that's blowing some of y'all's mind, right? But once again, I'm not saying it's every woman. I'm not saying it's all women. I'm not telling you a percentage. I don't know. But what I'm telling you is, for a fact, there are some women out there who will be happily married to a man making $80,000 a year, and a football player, a basketball player, a rapper, an actor could slide in their DM, and she will turn him down because she's happily married. Even though this dude may be what people consider more attractive and obviously more famous and got more money, there are women out there who have a different importance that they place on money. That they place on, like, let's break this all the way down. Not all people, and I'm talking about all people, just men and women, not all people place the same level of value and importance. My sister's one for sure. Yeah, I told you they're out there. Not all people place the same level of value or importance on money. Not all people place the same level of value on material possessions. Not all people place the same level of value on celebrity and fame and notoriety. Not all people place the same level of value or importance on sex. Not all people place the same level of value or importance on marriage or being in a relationship or having kids or owning a home. Different people have different value systems, have different belief systems, have different things that are important to them. I think sometimes we miss that. And I think a lot of times we place, shout out to Made the Alchemist, I think a lot of times we place the things that we value onto all women. And so since a lot of us place a very high value on money, and there are some women out there who also place a high value on money, we just assume that, oh man, if this man with a whole lot of money approaches this married woman, she's going to leave her marriage, or she's going to step out of her marriage to deal with this guy just because he has a whole lot of money or fame. A lot of us, don't even cross our mind that money doesn't move all women like that. And let me clear that up. Because yes, all women, few women are willing to hold it. No, that's not true either. But I don't want to lose my train of thought. All women place some value on money, aka provision, for obvious reasons, because we all need food, water, and shelter, right? However, the level of importance that the woman places on provision varies from woman to woman. The things that she's willing to accept and do and tolerate based upon money varies from woman to woman. Because believe it or not, there are women in this, and make sure y'all hit the like button. There are women in this world who, if they have a nice house in a nice neighborhood that's safe with good schools, and the man is good to them, and the man loves them, and she has everything she needs, and she can go on a vacation over the summer, and maybe they go on a cruise on a different time, and they have date nights, and she got her nice little 2018 car. There's no check engine light on, and she get a nice gift for Mother's Day, a nice gift for her birthday, a nice gift for Christmas. Just because a guy comes along and has $5 million or 10 million or 20 million, that money doesn't move her because her value system is different. That's what you have to understand. And I think a lot of us don't understand that. Trust me, there's a woman out there who, if her man made $150,000 a year and he was taking care of her and they were happy and all that, a man can come around with $100 million and she ain't leaving. Why? Because money is important to her to the extent that she is cared for and provided and loved. And she has that already. So you can come around with 200 million. She's going to say, no, I'm good. I'm married. Once again, I'm not saying this is all women. I'm just saying there are women like that out there. Just like, let's give a male example. There are men in this world who, if they got a woman that they find attractive and she's sweet and she's loving and she poured into him and she was by his side when he built himself up, and she take care of the home and she's considerate and she is a very good cook and she satisfies him in the bedroom and she raised his children properly and she got him looking good around town and all this other kind of stuff. If he got the kind of woman and the kind of situation that he want, Beyonce herself could DM him and say, hey, come to my hotel room. And he's going to tell Beyonce, I'm good. I know you don't believe that, but trust me. There are men in this world that's like, listen. And you know why he will tell Beyonce he's good? Because he does not value multiple women or a bunch of different sexual excursions as much as another man might. I know that sounds crazy, but trust me, there are men out there who they don't place the value of sex as high on their priority list as other men do. Like, I was watching the stream the other day, and the conversation came up about paying for sex, right? And there was some guys, myself included, who saying, "Yeah, I'm not paying for sex. I'm not paying no prostitute or whoever escort for sex." And guys' response was, "Oh, I see it. You just got so much game that you ain't got to pay for it." And I responded back. I said, "No, it's not that I got so much game that I can get it off the lip and I don't ever got to pay. That's not what it is. What it is if I'm in a situation where I cannot attract a woman enough to where she wants to deal with me, then I will just go without. It's not that I got so much game that I don't never have to pay. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if I'm in a situation where I can't get a woman just off of who I am and personality and all that kind of stuff and dating, then I just ain't gonna get none then. Why? Because at this point in life, sex is not that important to me to the point where I'm willing to pay someone directly for it. That's just what it is. So if I can't get the woman off the strength, then I guess I'm just gonna, hey, I'm gonna be in a drought. I'm gonna just have to be an incel. That's all. I would rather be an incel than pay. That's all. There's other guys out there who they'll pay. Why? Because the value that they place on sex is higher than mine. And that's just what it is. That's why there are men out there who, if Beyonce and Megan Thee Stallion DM'd him and said, hey, we want to have a threesome with you, he would reply back, no, I'm good. Not because those women aren't attractive and all those kinds of things, but simply because maybe the vow that he made to his wife is of a higher value to him than this particular sexual experience. Now, once again, I would rather be in a relationship too many. Yeah, that's for sure. It's a whole lot of diseases out here. I'm telling you, that's a fact. But that's why I say, like, female nature is not real in the sense that we like to talk about it in these spaces. Because in these spaces, when we talk about female nature, oftentimes what we're saying is these women are always looking for a better situation, and they're money hungry and they're manipulative and they want your resources and you can't trust them. And I'm saying that's not the truth. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that different women have different values and different things that they will and won't do depending on the situation. I'm also saying that a lot of guys are using this female nature thing as a way to make a blanket statement about all women so that they can comfort themselves in the fact that they're not pursuing women in the way that they really want. Because truth be told, a lot of men want and desire the white picket fence, the dog, the 2.5 kids, and the wife. But a lot of men are crippled by fear. They can't wrap their heads around the idea that one day, they can't, like a lot of guys, they can't accept that women have free will. Meaning, they can't accept the fact that one day the woman can just leave. Seriously, it's like, you mean she could just pick up and leave one day? Yeah. One day she could just decide she's not happy and she can just leave. One day she could decide that, you know what, I'm horny and this dude is attractive and my man be doing the same 5 positions. I want to try something different, and she can smash somebody else. Yes. That can happen. In a bounce of probability, the majority don't care about your well-being. It's a rare when you see that's the thing. I don't. That's a whole other conversation, though. Because I really want to know, like, where are you guys meeting women that you feel is like most women don't care about you? Like, That's a different conversation, though. Yes, some women are dangerously chaotic, yes. But a lot of times they identify themselves. But that's once again, that's a whole nother conversation. But yes, fellas, you just have to learn to accept the fact. Yeah, that's also true, Tiffany. A lot of guys don't like good girls, but I don't want to go. That's a whole nother video. I gotta do a different time. Fellas, accept the fact that yes, one day she could just leave. One day she could just go somewhere else with somebody else. That yeah. No matter how much vetting you do, no matter what you say you believe in, no matter what she says you believe in, no matter how good you are, no matter yeah, that could happen. But see, and this is like, and this is a conversation we gotta have soon. There's nothing wrong with loving a woman, cherishing a woman, building a life with the woman. There's nothing wrong with being hurt or sad or upset or even angry that the woman leaves. I just don't understand the mentality of like, because the way a lot of guys talk about it, they talk about it like as if you were married for 10 years and built a life with a woman and she left, they talk about it like that's like the end of the world and it's so terrible and oh my God and it ruins men. Women are the reason women behave the way that they do. I agree with you on that. I completely agree. But yeah, like I don't understand. That's the part. That's something that I can't wrap my mind around. It's like guys, the way they talk it comes across like if the woman were to leave, that's like the end of the world. Like oh no, oh I don't get that. I don't understand that. Don't get me wrong. I got a whole family, right? We've been together a long time. I'm looking at rings and, all that kind of stuff. If she just decided one day, let's say she came in the house right now and said, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm done. I'm leaving. Brother would be sad. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be sad. I'd be hurt. I'd be angry. I'd be messed up in the head for a little bit. But I would keep living. Like, it's like, okay, I probably, I'll be doing my single thing for a few months. So when I say single, I mean like just me, be myself and not dating, not, I'll just be by myself for a few months. Brother be sad. I'd probably give me, a nice bottle of dark liquor and listen to some oldies and sit in the room by myself and curse her out by myself. Like, yeah, I do all of that. But life would go on. I don't understand it. If the woman left you, then she just leaves. That's it. It's like I don't know. What am I missing? What am I missing about this? I don't understand. I don't get it. What am I missing? I gotta be missing something. If she leaves, then she left. I'm not even trolling. I don't understand. Once again, yes, I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna sit in the room by myself with a bottle of dark liquor, probably drink the whole bottle and listen to oldies. I probably drank so much that one night that when you're drinking too much when it starts to taste like water, where it only tastes like. I'll probably do that. I'll be yelling and screaming at the wall like you stupid. I'll be cursing her out like she can hear me. I do all of that. If I'm, depending on the situation, if I'm by myself and ain't nobody looking, brother might even cry a little bit. Right? For sure. But after that, I'm going to wake up the next morning, regretful that I drunk all of that, hungover, probably throw up a little bit, have to take a bunch of Advil, drink some water, go to the gym and try to sweat it off. And then I'm going to move on with my life, you know? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move on with my life. Right? Because at a certain point, I'm going to be like, man, there's a whole lot of beautiful women around me that I didn't even pay no attention to because I was in a situation. Let me go see what that's about. Like, I don't. That's just me. Make sure y'all hit the like button. There's 19 of y'all in here. Hit the like button. I don't get that part. I really don't. If a woman leaves you, it's not the end of the world. Not even close. Like, once again, I'd be sad, I'd be hurt, but you know what I also would be thinking? Like, man, there's some stuff that I wanted to do that I couldn't really do because I had a girl. Now I'm free. I'm going to go, you know? If I want to just pick up and, like, for example, me, I went to an HBCU. I love HBCU football. Be with the one who love, yeah. I went to an HBCU. I love HBCU football. If it was up to me, there are so many different schools and games I'd be going to from August all the way up until December. But, you know, you got kids, you got a woman. You can't just be every weekend you going to football games and all that kind of stuff. If I was single again, I'd be hurt. But, hey, I'm taking all these road trips. I'm going to hella games. That's one thing I'd be doing. A lot of times there's movies I want to see, but you know kids can't see the movie because it's not appropriate, and then the women might not want to see it because you know women into different stuff. Man, I'd be all up in the movies. I'd have all the snacks because now I'm only paying for one ticket, so that other ticket money I can use on snacks. Man, I'd be, once again, yes, it'd probably be hurt to be sad, but I'd be living it up as well. And eventually I'd get over it. Like, if there's no one to love you at the moment, love you exactly. Most yourselves don't realize it, but the worst thing that can happen to you is if you get with the baddie. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that. But yeah, like I'm trying to get another workout in real quick, so I'm about to wrap this up. But make sure y'all hit the like button. I should have at least about 50 likes on this video. But yes, to wrap it up, I'm going to say it one last time. As human beings, we are all capable of all things, both good and bad, depending on the situation and the circumstance. And, you know, we all have different vices and ideas and beliefs and things that we're into and secret. We all got all of that, right? Also, it's nice to meet you as well, Tiffany. Also, at any point in time, a woman can decide, I'm not happy, I'm leaving, or I'm cheating. At any point in time. But guess what? Life goes on.